in Japan, there was an old man and an old woman, and they didn't have any children, and they really wanted to have a child. And then one day they noticed a peach, and the peach came floating down the river, and the old man picked the peach up out of the river. It wasn't an ordinary peach. It was a very, very, very big, gigantic peach. And inside there was a tiny boy. And so he became their child. And his name was Momotaro. Or if you were being polite, Momotaro-san. And Momotaro grew up until he was about your age. And then he wanted to go on an adventure. And at that time, there was an island called Demon Island. And on the island lived all kinds of very scary demons. Demons that had horns and lots of teeth and frightening faces. And Momotaro-san knew that these demons and these ogres made everybody in the countryside afraid. So Momotaro-san wanted to go and fight the demons and get rid of them. But he was only a boy, so his parents, the old man and the old woman, were a bit afraid. But Momotaro-san said, I will go and get rid of the demons. So Momotaro's mother gave him something to eat as he went on his journey to Demon Island. Some little sticky, sweet rice balls called kibidango. And Momotaro hung them around his belt, and off he went to go to Demon Island and fight the demons. And as he walked, a pheasant crossed his path. Now, a pheasant is a kind of bird. And the pheasant sniffed the air, and then she began to sing. And she sang, Momotaro-san, Momotaro-san, okoshi ni kudasha mutubaido, hitotsu watashi ni kudasai na. Which means, Momotaro, I would like to have some of your delicious kibidango. I really like to eat it. And Momotaro said to Lady Pheasant, you can have some of my kibidango if you come and help me to fight the demons on Demon Island. And Lady Pheasant was very brave and very clever, and she said, yes, I will come with you. So Momotaro and Lady Pheasant started off along the road walking. And then they saw a dog. And the dog sniffed the air, and the dog began to sing. Momotaro-san, Momotaro-san, okishi ne tsuketa kibidango, hitotsu watashi ni kudasai na. Because the dog also liked kibidango and also wanted to eat some. And Momotaro said to the dog, yes, you can have some kibidango if you come with me and help me and Lady Pheasant fight the demons. And the dog wasn't very brave, but he said, well, I would like the kibidango. I will come with you, and maybe I will fight just the small demons. And so Momotaro, Lady Pheasant, and the dog set off walking down the road. And just then a monkey jumped out of a tree, and the monkey sniffed the air, and you guessed it, the monkey began to sing, Momotaro-san, Momotaro-san, okishi ni tsuketa kibidango, hitotsu watashi ni kudasai na. And the monkey wanted the kibidango as well. And Momotaro said, "Yes, you can have the kibidango if you come and help me to fight the demons on Demon Island." And the monkey wasn't brave at all. And the monkey thought, "Hopefully I won't have to fight any demons and I will still get some kibidango." So off they went. Momotaro-san in the lead, and then Lady Pheasant, and then the dog, and at the back the monkey who wasn't very brave. And they walked until they came to the sea. Now, what do you think they saw when they got to the sea? Can you make the sea? What do you think they saw when they made it to the sea? Can anybody guess?
I think they saw the Demon Island.
That's a really good guess. They could see Demon Island in the distance, but what they saw was a poor old fisherman sitting, looking sad, in his boat. And when Momotaro-san said to the fisherman, "Why are you looking so sad?" the fisherman said, "Oh, because of the demons, I cannot take my boat out to go fishing. And because we have no fish, my wife and my children are hungry. Everyone in our village is hungry because we cannot catch any fish to eat and any fish to sell. And it's all because of those demons on Demon Island." And Momotaro-san said, "I think I can help you with that. Can I borrow your boat?" And the fisherman said, "Yes." And so Momotaro-san, Lady Pheasant, the monkey and the dog all got into the boat and they sailed across the sea all the way to Demon Island. And they saw that the demon's castle had a very high wall all the way around it and only one little gate in the middle of the wall. And they thought, how can we get in there? For guarding the gate were two great big ugly stupid ogres. Well, the dog didn't know what to do, and he was a bit afraid, and he stuck his tail between his legs. And the monkey didn't know what to do, so he scampered up a tree. But Lady Pheasant went and picked up lots of stones, tiny stones, and then she flew up onto the top of the wall, and she put a stone in her beak, and she spat it at one of the ogre's heads. And the ogre said to the other ogre, "Hey, why did you throw a stone at me?" "I didn't throw a stone. You must be imagining things." Then Lady Pheasant took another little stone in her beak, and she spat it at the second ogre. "Hey, you accuse me of throwing stones. Now you throw a stone at me." "I didn't throw a stone at you." "Yes, you did." "No, I didn't." Then Lady Pheasant took two more stones and spat one at each of the ogres. "Hey, you threw a stone." "No, I didn't." "You threw a stone. I think there's something wrong with you." "There's something wrong with you." "No, there's something wrong with you." "No, there's something wrong with you." And they began to fight. Until both of the ogres fell down flat on the ground, almost like they were dead. They weren't dead, but almost like they were dead. Then Lady Pheasant flew down onto the other side of the wall, and she unlocked the gate. And Momotaro-san and the dog and the monkey all came through the gate. And the ogres on the other side of the gate had heard all the noise of the fight, and they wondered what was going on. And then they saw a small boy a pheasant and a dog and a monkey come through the gate. And the ogre said, "What's this? What's going on here then?" And Momotaro-san said, "It is me, Momotaro-san, the Peach Child. I have come to fight you ogres and demons with my army." And the ogre said, "What army? You're just a boy and a bird and a dog and a monkey." And the ogre started to advance on Momotaro-san and the lady pheasant and the dog and the monkey. But then they looked through the gate and they saw the two ogres lying on the ground. And they began to be a bit afraid, because although they were big, just like all bullies, they weren't very brave. They liked to use their size to scare people. Then Lady Pheasant flew up and began to flap in their faces, and the dog began to nip at the heels of only the smallest demons, and the monkey leapt up into a tree and began to throw fruit down at the ogres, and the ogres thought, oh, it is his army, he's come to attack us, and all of the ogres ran screaming, "Ah!" to their boats, and they sailed away from Demon Island and were never seen again. Well, Momotaro-san and Lady Pheasant and the dog and the monkey had to get home, but it was quite a long way to go home, so they decided to stay the night on the island, and they found a cave to sleep in. And Lady Pheasant, she put her wings around her and she went to sleep. And the dog curled up and he went to sleep. And the monkey, he lay down in a little ball and he went to sleep. But Momotaro-san couldn't get to sleep. The ground was so hard. Everywhere he turned, it was terribly hard. So Momotaro-san didn't sleep a wink until the next morning when he woke up. Well, he didn't wake up because he hadn't slept. He looked at the ground and he saw it was entirely covered with gold coins. Wow! Hard gold coins. And Momotaro-san said to the other animals, "Look, we're rich. We can share the gold between us." And the dog sniffed the gold and he bit a piece of gold and he said, "I can't eat this. It's too hard. I don't want it." And the monkey said, "I think this is some kind of trick. I think you don't want to give us the kibidango, so you're just giving us this worthless stuff." And Lady Pheasant said, "I have an idea. You keep the gold, Momotaro-san, and you give us all the kibidango." And Momotaro-san thought this was a wonderful idea. So he gave the kibidango to the three animals and he took all the gold. And then they went back home. They sailed back across the water in the fisherman's boat. They gave the boat back to the fisherman and told him now he could go fishing and the village would not be hungry anymore. And Momotaro-san went back to his parents, who were so overjoyed to see him. They gave him a big hug and he showed them the gold and they were very rich. But Momotaro-san never forgot the animals, and every morning he would take a big parcel of food, kibidango, the sticky rice balls, and of course lots of peaches. He would take them into the forest for the animals. Momotaro-san, Momotaro-san, hokoshi ni tsuketa kibidango, hitotsu watashi ni kudasai. Na. And that's the story of the Peach Child. Thank you.